In this month's episode, we're going to be talking about analysis and analytics. The old saying is, to thy own self, be true. So let's begin with self-analysis. So you have the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, the harder I work, the luckier I get, right? And if you want to succeed at anything in life, you must know what you're good at and find work doing it. You must know what you're bad at and learn how to work around that so it does not affect your good work. And of course, that would make for an ugly situation, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now in the business world, we know this as SWOT. S for strengths, W for weaknesses, O for opportunities, T for threats. And you can see this in action on page 46 of my digital marketing blog, available of course at macfly.com and on my social media network, Twitter, YouTube, Ustream, and my blog at thewirelesscowboy.tv under the tag WPLV24. But for now, we'll use this to understand your brand and analyze your business front office, customer-facing initiatives like your marketing campaigns and website, and back office like ERP, CRM applications. Now, process mapping, okay? So the first step in any analysis is to map the current as is during a drawing program known as a flow chart. You can prepare a list of the processes that you want to understand. Then you will gather information from all of those involved, and after some basic SWOT analysis, you will agree on improvement changes to staff, technology, and processes, people, product, and processes. So if it's necessary, you will do an internal optimization, which relies on any and many of your back office and front office analytics, but actually goes a step further by allowing you to implement HTML and code into web pages, SEO, right? Now the code allows you to directly monitor activity on your website and create real-time reports. When you understand what works, you can optimize your website accordingly, affecting file naming conventions, navigation flows, categorization, content, meta tag, titles, headings, descriptions. This is known as SEO. And we talked about this previously. Now, counting keywords, okay? Content keywords and keyword phrases in proximity, relevance, page links, color themes, fonts, external cascading style sheets, anchor links, inbound and outbound, can be adjusted as well as compressed using HTML, JavaScript, and code, rich media images, okay, to increase page load time. All of that affects your SEO optimization. Now, the front office can internal and external, right? The on-page and off-page side of it for your company. Products and services advertising, marketing campaigns will be easier and less expensive to perform. And this involves researching through external resources. How many business directories, online classified ads, companies, partners, and affiliates, consumers, social media fans, and blog show covers are talking about you or searching for you or your products and services, okay? So there are many vendors like Nielsen.com and of course Comscore.com that can help you obtain this competitive information and do self-information. And I have included a matrix of them on my marketing blog. Now that will be a strength, right? Inventories, pricing, and human resources, payroll, and even sales or customer service functions. This can be difficult to implement and costly. So they're handled by one person, which can be incredibly stressful. I know. Now, consumer relationships management softwares like CRM, SFA, or FFA provides the inventory sales and customer aspects of ERT, but at a much lower cost. Now, this allows for lower implementation costs, and of course, there are still many technical hurdles to overcome. Last but not least, information technology, IT, and infrastructure which lays down the internal network via the LAN, a WAN, or a VPN. So you can go ahead and install and run your necessary background services and processes. Now, most businesses have at least this in place, and it is easily accessible from low-cost products to large enterprise installations and implementations that require a CEO, a CFO, or a CIO. Now, you can of course see page 23 for my vendor matrix. Now, let's move into the competitive analysis here. To thy own self be true, but guess what? Sometimes you need to keep your friends close, but your enemies even closer. So, competitive analysis. Ever wonder how your competition does what they do? Well, you don't need the NSA to help you sleep at night. Today, companies like Compete.com and CoreMetrics.com and WebTrend.com, just to name a few, are making it easier for you to do so. So, let's go ahead and understand. The power of the data factor has enabled new businesses to start up and scale faster than ever before, but it also means that in 6 months, some companies have exposure to the cloud. So it becomes rather easy, almost foolish, not to spy on the competition. So, now Yahoo and Bing make it real simple to spy right from the search engine query itself. Enter a few keywords, and you can see how your target company compares in the SERP. It gets even better when you search using yahoo.com or Site Explorer or google.com or links domain and site domain to find their backlinks or outbound links. Now for Bing, you can use the website marketlead.com. Now another simple trick is to use and view the source of your competitor's website. You can find all kinds of good in terms of keyword descriptions, the SEO optimization tactics. You can use the SEO toolset, which has a page analyzer that searches for your competitor's content and sorts it based on keywords repeated to reverse engineer their strategy. You should also install their SEM toolbar and the browser plugins and multi-page analyzers, which charges about $29.95 a month and can certainly pay for itself with just one sale. Now, remember my recommendation would be to spy the top 3 companies in your industry, or to direct competition and average the results of your findings so that you can optimize your findings for similar, if not better, results. Some companies will even go as far as hijacking their competitors' traffic, but I strongly advise about such black hat strategies, as they usually do more harm than good in the long run. Now, I promise you, slow and steady wins the race. So long as you're willing to work as hard as your competition, it just takes a little more thinking, but you'll wind up working smarter. Now, remember that you must be equal before you can set yourself apart. So there's nothing wrong with spying on your competitor, okay? So, when it comes to content, the game changes a little bit. You can use copyscope.com or wordtracker.com or any of the trending software like Google Edit and Ad Planner to not only research competitive keyword phrases, but also to find single keyword strategies, long tail combinations, or even negative combinations that allow you to optimize your content, landing pages, SEM campaigns, understanding proximity, alignment, repetition, and of course, will help you improve conversion rates, quality scores, and reduce your advertising costs. Google AdWords and AdSense and Bing and AdSense to use them. Now remember, high traffic and high conversions cannot have the same cost results. One topic that I will leave for a later publication will be design standards for your web pages, landing pages, and ads. Content management systems like WMS and CMS will answer most of your questions, if not all, but a good designer can also take a look at the current trends, as well as, of course, be sure to check out the matrix on page 15. Okay, so marketing analysis. There's primary and secondary. Now, there are many reasons why knowing your market you serve is important, but the two main that we will cover in this publication are startup of a new business from business cycle side episode, market analysis, and growth of a current business, marketing analysis. Now, both share similarities in statistical data sourcing. Census.gov, Business.gov, SBA, BLS.gov, the Department of Labor, BuyUSA.gov, etc. Okay? But more importantly, their data collection and analysis of primary and secondary consumer segments use the same quantitative and qualitative standard methodology for capturing the geographic, demographic, psychographic, and sinographic information. Now, the resulting data set provides historical benchmarks upon which current and sometimes real-time data can be used to discover leading and lagging macroeconomic indicators that support the desired business goal. So, market analysis is a part of every business plan and used to seek capital. Therefore, it needs to be as accurate and direct as possible, including an industry description, current size, forecasted growth, current life cycle stage, economic indicators for employment, income, and earnings. So, a successful analysis will also include additional divisions of the market and its consumers, indicating prospective customers from a primary and secondary segment of the total market. Marketing research. It is part of every marketing plan and used to understand if a company is in need of expectations of its customers, products, and services. Analyzing the data will help you understand which products and services are in demand and how to reduce risk. Now, primary research is performed by asking questions directly to analyze current sales and the effectiveness of current practices using interviews, surveys, questionnaires, and focus groups. Why are you purchasing now? Which other products do you like? What price would be fair? And how would it make it better? Secondary research is used to analyze data that has already been published to ask in the same questions. So, you can turn to page 44 for a sample market analysis. Again, it's available on my digital marketing blog, and it's on sale March 1st for $101. Part of the Business 101 and the music industry. So this is probably the shortest episode that we've had this season. You can see the remaining episodes on on YouTube.com, episodes 7 through forward. Episodes 1 through 6 are available on Ustream, so I have those two channels. As always, this is Rick from the WirelessCowboy.tv and the WirelessProducer.com. See you next month when we talk about the final episode before the summer break, and that's tools of trade. Of course, we'll be talking about analytics. We'll talk about customer relationship management software as well as content management software. That's the WirelessCowboy.tv. You can use the WPLV24 a tag on all my social media networks, including Twitter, YouTube,